This is Joe Wayne with the ACP 313, the anti-COINTELPRO show. Your number one source, that's right, your number one source, and your number one source, and yes, your number one source to the latest and most up-to-date news that you can really use. And you folks know that we at the anti-COINTELPRO show, the ACP 313, we put out the truth bombs, before the establishment, i.e. the machine, even has time to put their boots on. That being said, this story is coming to us via the incomparable Breitbart.com. There is no compare out there. With that being said, billionaire Betsy DeVos. Love you, Betsy. She, like our dear leader, Donald John Trump, President Extraordinaire, they are destroying blue waves at the speed of the tweet. Now, Betsy DeVos, she has just infuriated the left when she said school decision to report illegal students to ICE. That's right, it's the school's decision, and they better make the right decision if they want to continue getting funded by our tax dollars. The U.S. Education Secretary, Betsy DeVos, told a House committee on Tuesday the decision to report illegal immigrant students to Immigration and Customs Enforcement is up to schools. At a hearing of the House Education and the Workforce Committee, former illegal immigrant Representative Adriano Espelette pressed DeVos to explain her views on immigration enforcement. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick and tired of seeing these illegal aliens become lawyers, because they have broken every single solitary law to get here. So how are you going to tell me you're going to enforce our country's laws on us when you're an illegal alien? That's going to stop as well. Inside the school, the New York Democrat asked, if a principal or teacher finds out that a certain child is undocumented, i.e. illegal, or his or her family members are illegal, because we're going to use the real world words and facts to document these liars. It's not undocumented, it's illegal. So he says, what happens when his or her family members are illegal? Well, guess what? If his or her family members are illegal, that means that little turd is illegal as well. Because get this, folks, if you have researched this issue up one side and down the other like I have, you will know that it's a fact check that to be a naturalized or legal citizen, the United States has to have jurisdiction over both those parents. It's in the 18th Amendment. Check it out. The United States, to be a naturalized citizen or a legal citizen, the United States has to have jurisdiction over both those parents. If both those parents are in fact illegal, that means the U.S. has never had jurisdiction over those parents. Check the natural citizen clause, folks. So if your parents are illegal, then you're an illegal as well. There is no such thing as an anchor baby law in the Constitution. So she says, sir, I think that's the school's decision, DeVos responded. That's a local community decision. And again, I refer to the fact that we have laws, and we are also compassionate. And I urge this body to do its job and address or clarify where there is confusion around this. And that's where I come in, because that body if they have illegal aliens as representatives, is an illegal body, folks. They cannot tell me that an illegal alien is going to make decisions on my laws that I abide, because these illegal aliens, they don't abide by laws, right? Just like the criminal school shooters. You're not going to take away my right to self-preservation and defense of my life via the Second Amendment. And even if there wasn't a Second Amendment, it's an inherent human right to defend yourself if you're being attacked with the same amount of force that is being used against you, or greater. So that being said, in fact, folks, let's be clear, coming from Joe Wayne and the ACP 313, let's be clear. It is not the school's decision either. It is the law. If you folks will do the most minimal amount of research, well, I have done tons of it for years. In fact, the very first video that came from the anti-COINTELPRO show was regarding this very thing. All you have to do is go back to the 1986 Immigration and Nationality Act, where Reagan, to get Amnesty 1.0 through, had to make some pretty strong promises to we the people. And he had to do this because we wanted to know there wasn't going to be an influx that, since you've given them Amnesty 1.0, we knew that would basically be the end of our borders. So he did that. And what he did, folks, he made them some pretty strong promises that were then enacted in law. Okay? Within the 1986 Immigration and Nationality Act, folks, if you facilitate in any way, go watch my original video. I think the name of the video was How to Take Back Your Country in 3.3 minutes or less. Or it could have been 3.3 seconds or less. But here's how it goes. Within the Immigration and Nationality Act, if you facilitate in any way an illegal to stay in the country, that's a felony. If you have an illegal cut your yard and you have a sneaking suspicion, like they can't speak English, that would be grounds to report them as an illegal. And if you do not, then you're a felon. If you give one a job, then you're a felon. If you do not report one that's in our taxpayer schools, right, you're a felon. Each one of the teachers that has any degree of certainty, again, like the kid can't speak English or his parents are illegal, if you have any degree of suspicion, reasonable suspicion that that little turd is an illegal, then guess what? If you don't report it, you're a felon. So, I could go on with this article and the ACLU, being butthurt and trying to use our laws against us to destroy this country. I could go on and read all of the bullshit, bleeding heart comments, right, that are used to, pull your heartstrings and use your emotions against you to betray you and the country. And yes, the law that says if you do not report them, you're a felony. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and bring this awesome report to a close, knowing that it will be demonetized. But go ahead and check my community tab, folks, and I'll show you every video that they don't want us to talk about, they don't want us to mention, and then you can just mention it ad infinitum. and really piss off the machine and the establishment and the evil-ass deep dark state elite. That being said, this is Joe Wayne with the ACP 313, the Anti-COINTELPRO Show, saying, hell yeah, billionaire Betsy DeVos, you rock. You rock because you tell the truth. This is Joe Wayne with the ACP 313, the Anti-COINTELPRO Show. Good day and good luck. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share often.